So you went down, you were interested in Romeo. There was like Kira and Romeo hooked up before. Can you like kind of break that situation down for us?
Yeah. So I had met Romeo. Kira and I went to New York and we met Romeo there together. I think they knew each other from Harvard, but I was meeting him for the first time then.
Romeo went to Harvard.
Romeo went to Harvard.
Yes.
Yeah. Man has a PhD.
Yeah. Shit. That's even worse.
Well, you know, he was busy studying and not dating.
Exactly.
Clearly,
that's exactly it. Yeah, he didn't have time to like sow his wild oats. So that's what happened. I'm assuming. Yeah. So I met him in New York, and then we all.
But are you not to cut you off? Are you and Kara friends at this point? You guys went to New York together?
Yeah, we are good friends at this point.
Okay.
We had traveled together for like multiple weeks. We were like best friends at that point.
Oh,
wow, okay.
But did she say at any point we're gonna meet up with Romeo and I like him?
So she was like, she said that she had a date with Romeo that day, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, you go on that, and then I'm gonna like hang out with our other friends. So then we meet up with them both afterwards, and she was like, did you feel like there were flirty vibes between you guys? And I was like, no, like not really. Like I honestly didn't think so. And then Kira we went out that night. She didn't tell us that Romeo was invited or anything like that. So we show up to the club. I show up a little late and with some of my other girlfriends, and Kira's already in the club. And she was like doing her thing in the club from what I understand. And then Romeo was outside and we couldn't get in. So the three of us were standing outside, like Kira's inside doing her own thing with other people perhaps. And then we were outside. So we take Romeo to another bar, like we adopt him and we're
who's
like,
the three? Who's this crew?
It's me, Tessa, and Daria.
Okay.
All from Clayton season.
I remember Tessa. Daria, which one? Remind us who she was.
She left night one. She's a lawyer. She went to Harvard and Yale. Yeah, super impressive. Yeah,
my gosh.
So then we adopt Romeo, and he also has his hair bleached. He literally met up with us earlier in the day, hair normal, didn't say anything. He goes, I have to leave. He shows up, hair bleached. We were like, is that Romeo? Like we're standing outside the club. We're like, what is going on? We're like, that's Romeo. And it's Halloween. So we shepherd him away. And then he's kind of in the club. He's like, we went to a bar. He's in the bar acting like he's the Bachelor. Like he's pulling all of us individually to go chat. And I was like, this is strange. So I didn't know what to make of him at all that first day. I was like, this man's is like, something's going on. So,
so his behavior is consistent.
His behavior was consistent. Yeah. So then, so Romeo and I were like talking the whole night. And at this point, like, I'm still like, I don't know what is going on with him. So then after that, it was just such a weird moment where, so Kira comes back, she like rejoins the group. And then she asks him point blank, she's like, who are you feeling more, me or Jill? And he said, Jill. He said me. And I was like, what? I was like, there's no way, because I wasn't like, I had just met him that day. I wasn't romantically interested in him at that point. I just met him. So it was very strange. And I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. This is bad. Like, no, like I feel bad because he went on a date with him earlier today. Like, what the hell? So very strange. So then the three of us just become friends. Like the three of us are just friends. There's no, like, Kira and I were like, we're not going to let a guy get in the middle of our friendship. Like, we're good. We like smooth it all out. We all are talking just as friends. It's fine. And then, you know, Kira visits Romeo a couple more times in New York. I see him maybe like once. And then I found out that they had kissed in the club. Like Romeo and I were like flirty friends. Like you could tell there was like some sort of like attraction there. Obviously I knew because he told Kira the first day that he met me that he was interested in me. So I knew that. So we were kind of like flirty friends. And then I found out that they had kissed in the club. They kissed in the club and they didn't tell me. Romeo
weekend?
ended up, no.
Oh, a different time.
A couple months later. Yeah, a couple months later. So, and they didn't tell me about it. I just knew the way they were both talking about the weekend that something had happened. And so like my gut was like, something happened. Like, I don't know what it is, but something's telling me that they like hooked up. So I just like point blank asked Romeo, I was like, did you kiss Kira this week? I was like, so did you kiss Kira? And he's like, yeah. So actually like the thing about Romeo is he can't lie. like that's the thing about Romeo is he does not lie. Like he just doesn't have the capability to lie. So I knew he was being like honest with me. And so I was like hurt by it because they just didn't tell me about it. And I just thought that like, I don't know, like obviously I didn't have any ties to Romeo. Like you guys are free to do whatever you want. But as like all of us are friends, like I kind of want to know just so I know like what to do with myself, like how I should be conducting myself.
Has been a love triangle that you didn't know you were in since the very beginning.